Welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars. Let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today, starting on the 2-hour time frame for Bitcoin, because currently we're still crashing massively to the downside. In fact, this week we already put in minus $12,000 in a single candle, with most of that coming in the last 3 days here, putting in a minus 15% move. And yes, on this daily time frame, we have now also closed below this descending trend line. So that is also looking pretty bearish. In yesterday's video, I also mentioned that I bought some Bitcoin around this 89,000 US dollar level. And in fact, I already have dumped that straight away, because what I was looking for was an immediate reversal after sweeping the liquidity, and that is not what I'm seeing here. So therefore, I'm just getting out of the way of whatever is coming next here. I'm not saying that we necessarily need to go much lower, but I'm just going to focus on the technical analysis. And currently, we are still just in this downtrend on the 2-hour time frame. In this case, you can also just take a look at it on the 1 hour or even the 4-hour time frame. Obviously, on the 4-hour time frame, we're in this broader downtrend, but we can also take a new trend line here, which is like this, and this will be something to pay attention to over the next couple of days. But I am not considering taking any kind of long positions or try to get some kind of swing out of here until I start seeing actual reversal signals, and for example, this descending trend line being broken, perhaps a bullish divergence or something combined with it to actually give it some strength to push to the upside. Maybe there's a bullish catalyst in terms of some kind of news event or something like that. But until then, guys, this is basically just trading below this descending trend line, and therefore we should be expecting further downside from here as well. Something else that is noteworthy is with the Bitcoin ETF flow tables, because yesterday we saw a net outflow of over $1.1 billion in a single day of trading. So we're seeing massive outflows from these Bitcoin ETFs. And this is, of course, also having a downwards pressuring effect on the Bitcoin price. If we're taking a look at the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, currently we are basically just in no man's land. There is quite a bit of liquidity around this 80K level, but yeah, in comparison to the liquidity that we had, for example, around that 88K level, or that we have around this 75K level, it is basically nothing. So basically right now we're in the no man's land where there's very little liquidity until we actually get to 75K in the Bitcoin price, where we have about $18 billion worth of long positions. I don't think there's much of a point on speculating on if it is going to reach 75K or something. For now, we are just in a downtrend, so we are slowly trending towards that level. However, I cannot tell you if it is actually going to get there before this thing starts reversing. But one thing that we should be very aware of here is that we are about to enter a very difficult stage in the market, because regardless of if this thing turns around immediately or if we actually go to, let's say, 75K, take out that liquidity and then start bouncing from there, the reason I think this is going to be a very, very tricky part in the market right now is because we don't know if this next move to the upside is going to be a lower high or a higher high for Bitcoin. Obviously, it won't just be one straight line, but what I'm saying is, in terms of the broader market structure, we don't know if this is going to be a lower high or a higher high. And I think this is going to be very tough to call. So now, as I've said on the channel before, for me personally, it really does not matter if we are in a bull market or a bear market, because as we progressed in the cycle here, I've been moving out of my spot positions, right? So I've basically just been taking profits along the way here, and I am now mostly futures trading, except for a small part of my spot position. And yes, I bought some spot here at around 89,000 as well, that I have already dumped here at about a 5% loss, and then just keep trading the lower time frames here, because I think it is much easier for me to control the situation here on, let's say, the 15-minute, 30-minute, 1-hour time frame, in comparison to trying to capture like these big swings to the upside and to the downside. I guess it is just personal preference, but if we're talking about leverage trading, I really prefer doing that on the lower time frames. So this is basically my plan moving forward. Either way, this has been today's market update. Sorry for cutting it a little bit short again, but I'm still feeling like absolute shit. I'm still really sick, guys. So I just want to be here every day for you guys. because obviously the market is doing very bad. But man, I have not been this sick in a long time. But holy shit, man, the timing could not have been crazier of like the market crashing while physically I'm just fucking dying. Oh my god. But the show must go on, of course. And yeah, guys, thank you for watching once again. And I will see you tomorrow in the next one.